Hello, hello, hello. So let me check if we are live, because if not, then I have done something wrong. Oh, we are live. Perfect. Amazing. So welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Anna Fellman, your relationship coach, and we talk about avoiding conflict and ruining your relationship. This topic is very dear to my heart because I hear that from so many clients that they believe they want harmony in their relationship. And that harmony is achieved by avoiding conflict. Now, here's the thing. Often what I hear when I ask, so what does it look like? What's your definition for harmony? And it turns out often it's the quietness, the not fighting, the not arguing, the not being mad at each other. That has nothing to do with conflict. A very wise woman once said to me, her name is Tracy Kimberg. I did a show with her once, and she put it in a very simple sentence. Conflict is a difference in opinions and feelings. That's it. And when we think about it, that each of us is so different. We all have different experience. We all have a different filter system where it filters through our worries, our beliefs, our expectations, our resentment. So everything we think goes through that filter system. That shapes our opinion, and our thoughts create our feelings. So everything goes in here and comes out here. That's how I like to visualize it. And you have here your thoughts, your opinion, and your feelings. And mine are different to yours. Maybe sometimes they match, sometimes they don't. But often what's missing is to be okay with that difference in opinions and feelings. I hear that very often, particularly with the one-on-one clients, because we go deeper than in the group coaching program. And they say, but I want to be understood. I want them to understand me. I want them to agree with me. The thing with that is that that's external validation. So what you want, not even knowing it, probably, not even saying it because you're not aware of it, is that I want your approval. I want you to tell me that my opinion and my feelings are okay, are even so okay that you change your opinion and your feeling and say, yeah, I join you in this one. Or that other person says, your partner, I understand. I understand why you have that opinion. I understand why you feel that way. And that gives you the validation that, oh, good. I'm not alone with this one. I am understood. I'm even followed. But you don't need that. That's just your ego, your inner critic, your inner child, whatever name you want to give it, it doesn't matter. It just tells the world, see me, listen to me, support me, love me. And why does it do that? Surprise, surprise, because you don't give it the attention, or you don't give yourself the attention that you need. You don't give yourself the understanding that you want from others, that you want the external world to give you, because you miss that in yourself. A good example of how you notice that is, I talked with a client yesterday and I asked her, so do you give yourself the understanding? And she said, yeah, I understand why I think that way. I know what happened to me. So now that I think that way. And I said, okay, what about acceptance? Do you accept yourself for that opinion and for those feelings? Do you say, I might not like them. I might even not love them. I might not even want them. But I accept them as part of me. What did she say? She said, no. No, it's weird. I can't do that. I don't know. And yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable because your safe zone, your emotional comfort is that external validation, is when someone else is telling you, I understand how you feel. I understand what you mean. I agree with you. It's okay to feel that way. Because you lack that okayness, that understanding within for yourself. And why is this happening? Probably because you never learned it. No one taught you that you can trust yourself. It's okay if only you understand your opinion and only you understand your feelings. And when it comes to relationships, when we come back to this harmonious situation and harmonious relationship, a relationship isn't harmonious because there is no conflict. Because conflict is a difference in opinions and feelings. And by sharing that, you start a communication, you start to learn from your partner, you start to grow with your partner. You'll start to understand your partner in the way that you say, interesting. That's what they believe. Oh, that's how they feel. And it's all without the judgment. It's all without the shame or the blame towards them or towards yourself. It's opening up that communication line. It's opening up that trust that you can share your opinion and your feelings openly without the other person trying to convince you about their opinion and feelings, and without getting blamed, judged, or shamed for your own. And when we talk about arguments or fights, that's an escalation of a conflict. That's when both, because it always takes two, if one person turns around and says, let's agree to disagree, we don't get any further here, let's stop, then that's the end. But usually, because you look for that external validation, you want to get it by any means. And so when your partner says, no, your feelings are invalid, or no, you have the wrong opinion, it hurts. You feel personally attacked. Your defense is, I need to attack them. I need to make them feel as small as I feel. That's version number one. And then you nag, they nag, you shout, they shout, and it escalates. That's why how we get the fight and proper argument, yeah. Shouting. The other version is that you say, this is my opinion, this is how I feel. Your partner says, nah, I'm not taking that on. And you said, okay, I go. But you don't go with, interesting, that's your opinion. I'm okay with that. No, you go with, oh, you don't understand me. Oh, what's wrong with you? Oh, I can't talk to you. You will never understand me. And that is where the resentment starts. That's when you turn around and avoid the conflict. But with a bad feeling. You feel it in your body. And your thoughts go spiraling. They might even wonder, what the hell are you doing with this person in the first place? Because they don't understand. That's how the resentment starts. And now the resentment is a beautiful start for arguments. Because the more resentment you pile up, at one point, you reach the top and then you explode and then you have the big arguments. And many couples that come to me, that's where they are. They see that, they say, I don't want to talk to my partner anymore. I don't want to tell them how I feel or what I think about it. Because it escalates, because we get to that explosion. But now you know how that builds up, because you're not just sharing without judgment your opinion and your feelings. Oh, You want agreement, you want understanding, even though you're not able at the moment to give that to you in the first place. And that's where we need to start. We need to start with yourself. Bringing up, there's a QR code. It's to the Back to Me program, where I go into detail. Because the first step is to become aware, to recognize that, ooh, it's me. Yes, they play their role, but it's you. And you only need one person to change in order to change the whole relationship. Again, it takes two to fight. If one person turns around and says, okay, I respect your opinion, I respect your feeling, it's okay. Without judgment, without blame, without shame. That's the one person that changed the whole relationship. So it only takes one person. And if you become aware that you say, yeah, I can be that person, then this one is for you. Because awareness is the first step. And then you need to reconnect with yourself to build up that trust. Because when you trust yourself that you can handle a different opinion and the different feelings to what's something that is very dear to you, if you can have that trust in yourself that I can do that even without that external validation, even without anyone understanding me, I can go through this. That's what you want. You want to build that self-trust in order then to rebuild that relationship, to strengthen that foundation of your relationship, because you become a different version, and you become the version that supports themselves, and with that supports the relationship and your partner. It's when you start doing it with yourself, the whole world jumps in and then, okay, because your energy is different. You see, you imagine, you feel everything around differently. And people notice, and you give that to the others, you give that to your partner. But coming back to the conflict that you try to avoid. Conflict, good thing, yeah, already know that now. And it's not to avoid conflict. What we want to avoid is the escalation, to have that argument, to have that fight, to say all these things that we regret after, that we try to hurt our partner on purpose because we feel so hurt. Or to avoid that resentment, to turning around and saying, no, I'm not saying anything. Harmony, we want the harmony. And by wanting that, and believing that's only achieved by being quiet, it's when you turn around, resentment builds, disconnection builds emotionally and physically. It's this vicious cycle, Teufelskreis, as we say in Germany. And when you're in there, you can't get out. So what do? First of all, you become aware. You become aware that conflict is only a difference in opinion and feelings, and it's okay. It's healthy for your relationship. Secondly, you accept. You accept that your partner has different opinions and different feelings. Full stop. And the beauty is, as soon as you accept it, and I'm not talking about tolerating, oh, I let them have their opinion and feelings. No, I accept it. Totally different. There is this sentence that, it gives me goosebumps, and I don't like it at all, but it says this beautifully. In this case, it's let's agree to disagree. Yeah, I heard that so often in the corporate world back when I was in there. Say, let's agree to disagree. But they didn't say that but with acceptance. They said that with annoyance and resentment. So that's the difference. It's the acceptance, accepting, let's agree to disagree. I've done that a couple of weeks ago. We started this conflict, and it turned into like a little argument. And I didn't notice it until 10 minutes in. I thought, hold on, we're caught in that vicious cycle. And I said to my partner, as soon as I became aware that I'm in it, that we are in it, I said, hold on, I'm full of feelings and emotions here. And you seem to be the same. I don't think we get anywhere productive by continuing this conversation now. Let's talk about it at a later point when we both calm down. And because this thought hadn't occurred to him yet, but he took his time and then he said, okay, and that was it. So that's the point number 3. You rebuild, you communicate. So you become aware, you accept, and you communicate. And that's it. That's how you create an harmonious relationship, by not avoiding conflict, but using that conflict in a constructive way, in a way that builds upon your relationship foundation, to build that trust in your relationship. Let me know how it goes, and I see you soon. Bye-bye.